It's Sunday, just before midnight, and I'm curled in bed with my Johann Spar book when there are 2 knocks against my door. The sound is so soft that I'm not sure I actually heard it. My mind races to Josh, but I push it away as improbable. Kurt? No, he'd text. Maybe it was next door, or maybe it was a practical joke. It wouldn't be the first. I wait for a voice. Nothing. I settle back into my book wearily when I hear it again. Knock, knock. Low to the ground. I'm still gripping the hardcover, which might make a serviceable weapon, as I climb out of bed and tiptoe forward. Hello? I whisper.
It's me.
Feel with the mood.
Oh, the other side says.
Josh.
He adds his name because he does not yet realize that I would recognize his voice anywhere, under any circumstance. I've had this fantasy before. Midnight, in here. My heartbeat accelerates. I shake out my pillow-limp hair, and I take a steadying breath. It doesn't work. I turn the handle silently, but my hand trembles.
Hi.
He says. His face is close to mine. His face is close to mine, as if his cheek, or maybe his ear, had been pressed against the wood. Hi, I reply. Josh leans against the door frame. His body is several inches lower to the ground, which makes our eyes nearly level. We study each other in silence. He looks different this close. He looks real, complete somehow. I glance down the hallway, and it's dark and empty. This fantasy is definitely familiar, until he holds up a beer stein. I frown, but it clicks only a second later. You went. You really did go to Oktoberfest. Josh lifts the stein in a mock cheers.
I did.
I smile. How was it?
Crowded, loud,
He sounds depleted.
a fairground with wall-to-wall frat boys and drunken parents trying to scrape from their own bratty children. Mike and Dave would have fit right in.
Yikes. That bad, huh?
It's safe to say that I'll be selecting a new destination next weekend.
Germany's lost. The corner of his mouth lifts into a smile. He holds out the stein, and I tuck my book underneath my arm to accept it. The stein is made out of traditional earthenware, heavy and gaudy and carved, with a pointed tin lid. I laugh. This is really, really hideous.
They all were, and the ones in the beer tents were even worse. Plain glass with this badly designed Oktoberfest logo. At least this one had a sword fight. See the tiny knights in front of the Bavarian castle? It was the most adventurous one I could find.
And that's when I realize this is a gift. Josh picked this out for me. Suddenly, the stein is beautiful. I clutch it against my chest. Thank you. He nods at my book.
How is it?
Good. You can borrow it if you want. Josh looks down at his sneakers, and then back up, and then back down.
You know that I like you, right?
And my heart pounds so hard that he can probably feel the reverberations. But, for once, the words fall easily from my lips. So stay here next weekend. Go out with me.